I make 5 figures a month from the comfort of my home by day trading cryptocurrency. In this video, I will teach you some of my secrets for free so that you can get one step closer to financial freedom. If you want to gain access to the private Discord, email me at mycryptomoves@gmail.com. Let's get straight into the video. Today, we're going over Dogelon Mars. We have seen Bitcoin break the $40,000 levels. If you watched yesterday's video, we are in a similar position in the overall market as we were yesterday. As we can see, the markets have not moved as much. We are not showing too much buying pressure. The buyers are not stepping in. However, we are continuing to make higher lows, which is a bullish sign. Let's get straight into Dogelon Mars. We are up 0.5% on the day, holding above these 7 levels. That is a great sign. And let me explain why. We are nearing this triple bottom. I have issued an alert in the Patreon as to what to do when we near this triple bottom in order to make a lot of money. And I will go into that right now. As we near this triple bottom, we want to watch these 6-3 levels to see if these buyers step in to push it higher. Now, triple bottoms are hard to break through. It will take a lot of selling pressure in order to break through these 6-3 levels. It's not impossible. However, it will take a nice amount of buyers to step in and hold this price above these previous 2 resistance levels. We are currently seeing what I think is a temporary spike in price. As we can see, we have spiked to the top of this previous red candle here and started to show selling pressure. What does that mean? That means that the buyers are tapering down and the sellers are taking over. You can look at this one of 2 ways. You can look at this as a negative because we are not moving higher, or you can look at this as an opportunity because as we near this triple bottom, the buyers will only get stronger. Although we are currently making higher lows and continue to do so, one here, and one here, if we do come down to see this triple bottom and a nice bounce, that will be much healthier in the overall chart as opposed to if we see buyers step in at this price. So, what do we need to look out for in the coming days in order to get the best price and make the most amount of money in the coming months? This is what we need to look for. We want to see a nice push down to this range, 6.5 to 6.2. This is the range we need to watch. Now, how did I get that? Those of you who have been following along, those of you who have joined the course, this should be very apparent that I am using previous resistance levels and volume indication along with psychological barriers. Okay, now if you don't know what any of that means, pay attention. I will give you that information right now. Psychological barriers, if you look at the 6.5 level, it is a whole number, which means it is harder to break through psychologically. We normally run into psychological barriers at 700, 750, 800, 850, right along these lines. And as you can tell, if you look at any of them, we come across major resistance and support lines along these psychological barriers. As we can see. 11 fives, as we can see. So, that is psychological. Now, volume indication and support. That has to deal with looking at previous price action and looking in depth. Now, I won't get into that. I've got to leave something for the course. Now, that is something it will change your trading if you understand volume indication and previous resistance. You know what? Let's get in depth. I want to show you guys. I want to give you guys that information. Feeling generous today. So as we approach a low, you can see this volume start to spike. Okay. How do you know if this is a good opportunity to buy? It's simple. Look at previous volume and see if this has been thicker, if more buyers are starting to step in to maintain this price at this current level. Now, that is volume indication. Previous resistance has to do with looking back. Look back and see if there was another spike in volume. Indeed, there was. Now, it spiked down a little bit more to these 5 levels. Huge volume coming up. Came back and showed another point. It showed that the buyers do not want it dropping lower than this level here, which indicates that the buyers are more likely to step in at the same price level in order to push it higher. That is simply volume indication and psychological barriers. Basics of technical analysis. If you want to learn my simple trading strategy that took me from working 2 jobs to now making over 5 figures a month, email me at mycryptomoves@gmail.com. We can talk about if you're a good fit. I'd love to keep in contact with you guys. There's some beautiful minds out there, and in this day and age, we need to all band together. So not only can we make the most amount of money, but we can create the most amount of impact in this world. We have broken these 7 levels. This is what we need to look out for in the coming days. We want to see a push down to these 6-5 levels. And one of 2 things can happen. We want to see a bounce, or we want to see a fake out and then bounce. These are very bullish. These are what we're looking for. Now, as it bounces, we shall see volume start to spike. Okay. It should thicken up. This should look minuscule. It should look more like this. If it does look like this volume in the past, that means there is a very high chance that this triple bottom will be a new floor, and we will continue to the upside in the coming months. Now, after we make these bounces, we have some resistance levels to the left that we need to break through. I will be getting into that in future videos. Crypto Billionaire 69. Check out the link in the description if you want real-time buy and sell alerts in the Patreon. That is made for people who have work, people who simply don't want to, or simply don't know how to read the charts and would rather have alerts on. This is a great price to start averaging in. This is a great price to start averaging out, because in a longer time frame, this is going to be a very minuscule price. And as we spike, we need to get out at the tops before it it corrects to the downside, before the institutions take their money out, leaving the retail traders like your mom and dad up here holding a bag. Anybody who heard about it on the news or the media, they got in here. People like us who have been following it, we got in here and we sell up here. Crypto Billionaire, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.